Welcome back everyone to my Generation 3 Master Quest series. In today's episode, I'm just going to go over what I've been doing this past week because I know it's been a while since my last upload. I think a little bit over a week. And I also want to talk about the new Pokemon Legends ZA game. But let's get into it. So I haven't been able to edit or upload anything this past week because I've had midterms and that's taken up a lot of my time. I have had some free time and I've used that time to play through Emerald, progress through the story a little bit more so I could eventually reach the frontier. Again, I do want to use all my favorites in this casual playthrough, and my team so far is a Volbeat, top 10 favorite Hoenn Pokemon for me, because from the anime there's an episode where Volbeat and Illumise I think are mating, and I remember as a kid seeing all the firefly lights, like the light show they put on was pretty cool. And in real life, where I grew up, there was always so many fireflies at nighttime. It was just beautiful. I don't see them often anymore. Fireflies are starting to die off globally, which is kind of sad. So fireflies, top favorite, I guess, insect / animal, and that's why I like Volbeat. I caught a Skarmory because growing up I thought it was a Generation 3 Pokemon because I never saw it in the Generation 2 games. So I always confused it for a Generation 3 Pokemon, but it's still my top 10 favorite, I guess, Emerald Pokemon. So it's on the team. I have been trading over my new team members to my other Emerald that has a complete save, so I could then trade it over to my Leaf Green, or my childhood Leaf Green, where I have multiple copies of all the TMs because I used to clone a lot of my Pokemon and items back in the day when I was little. So I've been teaching my new team members from this playthrough actually good moves because a lot of their level up move sets are pretty bad. And I have been using one-time move tutors to teach some Pokemon some moves. Like with Skarmory, I used the Rock Slide move tutor, the one-time one, to teach him Rock Slide. I also taught him Fly pretty early, Aerial Ace and Steel Wing. So far, Skarmory has been very useful, and I just love it so much. It did get a Mega in the new Legends ZA game, and I'm on the fence if I like it or not. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not the most amazing thing ever. The color scheme is what really throws it off for me. It's a weird type of gold, but I still like Skarmory. Favorite Pokemon. I also caught a Seviper, and Seviper is one of my top 10 favorite Hoenn Pokemon because growing up with the Generation 3 anime, Jessie had one, and it was such a cool snake, and I've always liked it more than Arbok because its pattern, it's so cool. And a Frontier Brain, her ace is a Seviper, and she modeled her facility after Seviper's likeness. Kind of like how in the mystery dungeon games and the red and blue ones, you can the starter that you get is what your base looks like. It's like their heads, kind of like if you get a Bulbasaur, your base would look like a Bulbasaur, and the same goes for every other Pokemon. So I thought that was pretty cool. Seviper is my favorite Team Rocket Pokemon, and my top 10 favorite Hoenn Pokemon. I opted for a Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Iron Tail, and Crunch set, a mixed attacking set, because it doesn't get many good moves, but what it does get, it's pretty fun to use. So I've been doing that. I've also managed to get some items for my Pokemon. I gave Seviper the Quick Claw because, the Black Glasses to power up Crunch. I gave Skarmory the Quick Claw because it's pretty slow. I also tried to sweep Maxie with a Volbeat Tail Glow strategy, but like you just saw, after my third Tail Glow, that was a turn that his Mightyena decided to roar, and it threw that whole strategy out the window, so I just had to brute force it another way. But I thought that was pretty funny. I still haven't been able to pull off a Tail Glow sweep, at least for any boss battles, but I still like using Volbeat. Also, I do have a complete team already, like you'll see soon, and the Combuskin that's on my team, I haven't used at all. Like, I just am not a fan of fire types or fire starters. I just think they're pretty redundant. Flying types, like I said before, are better fire types because they have the ground immunity and they're super effective to most of the same things. But yeah, I just don't like fire types. So I did replace Combuskin eventually. Right after this Flannery fight, I do catch my next team member, which is a Cacturne, because Cacturne, again, it's another top 10 favorite Hoenn Pokemon for me. In the anime, May has a rival for her contest, and his name is, I want to say Drew. No, Drew was the one with the green hair. Well, she has another rival, and he has like a Cacturne inspired outfit with long bluish purplish hair, and his ace is a Cacturne, I think. I'm probably remembering that wrong, but anyways, Cacturne looks so cool, and I like it because in the anime, every time Cacturne shows up, it just looks menacing. And James also had a Cacnea, which is my second most favorite Team Rocket Pokemon. And this one is interesting because when I traded it over to my other games to teach it more moves, I realized it can learn Thunder Punch from a move tutor. In my original Emerald save file, I remember I used to play the Battle Frontier sometimes, and I do have some battle points saved up, so I decided to teach it Thunder Punch. And I opted for a full special set on my Cacturne. It knows Thunder Punch, Feint Attack, and Giga Drain. I also decided to teach it Flash as a throwaway fourth move, just because I know I'll need it for the eventual Victory Road. But yeah, Cacturne, it's amazing. I remember I used one for my first ever Emerald playthrough, and I used it to beat the game. So yeah, Cacturne is really cool. And after the Norman fight, you get Surf. And right after you get Surf is when you get access to the Good Rod. And using the Good Rod, I caught my final team member, which does turn out to be a Corphish. Now, Corphish, like most of my other favorite Generation 3 Pokemon, I really like it because of the Pokemon anime. Ash's Corphish is my favorite water type Pokemon that he owns. I know Greninja is like the fan favorite, but before Greninja there was Corphish. It was such a funny comic relief character, and its spaced out stare I always thought was really endearing. And I really like water types, and Corphish is just so, I guess, cool and cute at the same time. So, I added it to the team, and I decided to teach it only HMs just so I don't have to fill my team with Pokemon I don't want. And Crawdaunt, Corfish's evolved form, it has a really high special attack and a regular attack. So I decided to teach it Surf, Waterfall, Strength, and Rock Smash. Just for utility, and because Surf is the go-to water move and Strength isn't that bad. So it fills 2 roles. It's one of my favorites, and it's also useful for HM moves. And Crawdaunt is so cool. I love its design. It looks so menacing. It's also dark type, and its back sprite, I think it looks kind of like spooky. But that's my full team right now. Delcatty, Skarmory, Seviper, Crawdaunt, Cacturne, and Volbeat. They're all so cool, and they're all in my top 10 favorite Hoenn Pokemon. And I think their movesets are pretty good for a casual playthrough. I know it's kind of like cheesing it to trade them over and teach them new moves, but it's not a strict playthrough. Also, do expect another video by the end of this week. Now that midterms are over, I will have more time to record. Just as a little teaser, I have also been doing something else during my free time, and you'll see how far I am in that other endeavor. Also, let's talk about the new Legends EA game. So I do want to play it, but I don't have time for it with school and with me wanting to get to the Battle Frontier. But I have seen people live stream it, and I will say, from what I've seen, I'm pretty disappointed, but a part of me still wants to play it just so I don't miss out, which is kind of silly, but I've never not played a Pokemon game. But from what I've seen, I strongly feel like I shouldn't, because you can tell such little effort was put into it. The map, it's pretty bland. No extra detail or care was put into the graphics, which is really sad, because Pokemon, being the most profitable IP and franchise in the world, can't even afford to properly make a world map. And with the whole game taking place in the city, you would think Game Freak would have put more detail and more stuff to do in the city, but no, it's just a bunch of flat walls with textures, and the textures aren't even that good either, so really disappointing. And speaking of disappointing, I know this is subjective, but a lot of the megas, they don't look like megas. They look like a little kid drew them. Like, anybody could have made a better mega design. And I know Pokemon isn't meant to be edgy and taken seriously, and it's supposed to be lighthearted and it's a kid's game, but why put so obvious little effort into such a cool mechanic? Like, I know they make money regardless of how much effort they put into a Pokemon game, and they're gonna sell no matter what, only because of the Pokemon brand. But you have so much money, hire somebody to put more effort into the game. But yeah, from what I've seen, I'm not a fan of the games, but I still want to play them eventually. I never buy the DLC for any Pokemon games, just because I see it as pointless. I just want to play the main game, and that's it. And I don't really have time for games, let alone DLC. But those are my thoughts on ZA, even though I haven't played them yet. But yeah, look forward to a video on Friday, and let me know what you think of my team, and comment down below some of your favorite Hoenn Pokemon. It'd be interesting to see your top 10 favorites, because I know a lot of people have different opinions on their favorite Pokemon. And let me know if you like any of the nicknames I gave my Pokemon. I tend to give my Pokemon nicknames as references to anime or TV shows. And I wonder if any of you will get any of my nicknames. Some of them are, obvious compared to others. But, let me know if you find out. And, rate my team 1 out of 10. Because this is the team I will be using for the rest of the playthrough. But yeah, thanks for coming along. Look forward to Friday. And thank you so much.